Hello and welcome to Journalism.co.uk, where today we'll be showing you a really useful tool for journalists called Headliner. Headliner allows your audio, text or video content to go that little bit further by using it to create engaging video or subtitle video content for your website or social media. First thing you'll need to do is make an account. It's free and easy to do so, but once you're signed in, this will be your main screen. Today we'll take a little look at Audiogram Wizard, Article to Video and Video Transcript. The good thing about Headliner is once you've gotten the hang of one, they're all virtually the same. The only difference is how you import content. So let's jump into Audio Wizard first, which is good for audio up to 10 minutes. Upload an MP3 or WAV file and then click the down arrow to select the language you need to transcribe it into. On the next screen you can preview your audio using the cursor or play buttons, or you can also adjust its length by dragging on either end or using the manual time inputs below. Now choose an aspect ratio. Usefully, it explains what each one is suited for, and I want landscape on this one. And lastly is the best part, the customization. What I like to do is upload an image first and then adjust it to fit the picture. And then what you want to do is place your audio wave where it works best with that image. Again, simply drag or choose from some pre-selected options. Next, you can pick from a variety of different wave styles, and I'm a big fan of the bricks. And then once you've got all that down, you want to pick from a colour on the palette. Journalism.co.uk is this magenta colour. Once you're set, hit next and let Headliner work its magic. What you see next is a lot like any other video editing interface. If you double click on the media row to edit, for instance, here you can adjust that image that you've just brought in. Alternatively, if you're having second thoughts about that image, you can replace it easily either by uploading a new one or by searching platforms such as Pixabay or Google and using keywords to search and directly input copyright-free images straight from those platforms. Here what you can do is control a fixed playing time over that media and add any pan or zoom effects to play over that period of time. One thing I do like to get over and done with early is inputting a watermark just so I don't forget. You'll find a media section here where you can upload images and then resize them as needed. So now you have your audio playing behind a nice image, a stylish audio wave pattern and subtitles, but you will notice that these are not perfect. You can edit these one by one in the transcript area, but what I feel gives me greater control is to bring all of the text into the timeline with this copy captions button. Once it loads, you'll find all of your text loaded into your timeline and the text bars stretched to its length. Get used to this Apply All button, as it will allow you to select from presettings for that text, as well as manually change the style, positioning, and transitioning that suits the style. Then you can apply all of this to the text you've just brought in. It saves a lot of time. Now the next thing we want to do is edit our text. You can do this by dragging either end of the text bar to alter the length, or simply double click on the bar to bring up the edit options. Double click again where you see the text to start typing and then just start weeding out those bad transcriptions and making corrections. What I like to do is cut the sentence length if it's looking too crowded and then bring those copies into the next bar. Small tip from me, if you're using a Grammarly plugin, this will actually appear on this platform and make it that little bit easier to spot mistakes and make corrections. Now it's just a case of rinsing and repeating and previewing the audio back to make sure that the words in the audio are synchronized. You can always add more text at any time by hitting the plus button that appears in a blank space if you find yourself with a bit of leftover text, and it's the same process from there. Just click, paste and apply. If you want to repurpose the video at any time, what you can do is copy your project into a different aspect ratio here, which you can access from the home menu. I know I've still got a lot of editing left to do, but once you're ready to go, hit export, and from here you have the option to bring in any signature intros or outros, as well as selecting frame rates, video size and destination. What Headliner will do is email you the video when it's exported. So that was Audio Wizard. Let's move on to text to audio now. The easiest option is to grab a URL to convert and enter it in. Otherwise, you can manually input any text. You are capped to 1500 characters and you are given the option to edit the text before importing it in. Again, Grammarly can be a useful tool for spotting importing errors early. Hit next and again, choose your aspect ratio, and afterwards, you can pick a copyright-free backing track if you so want. Just hover over to preview and hit next. The following screen should look familiar with text, image and audio rows. It has actually brought in my image from the article and populated the rest of the transcript video to images. Just as before, my little habit, before I do anything else, I put the watermark in just so I don't forget. If you play the video, you'll notice that the images have been assigned a different pan and zoom effect automatically, but as ever, editing this is as simple as a double-click option. If, for example, you've seen enough of Swiss footballers, double-click, click Replaced, pick a chosen platform, enter a keyword search, add any effects, and then add it to video. Simple. Again, the Apply All button is going to be your best friend for editing text, and we're going to try something else here. We're going to go for a presetting and add a Journalism.co.uk tinge to it. So go to Custom and click Background, and then select a colour, and then adjust the shade and opacity until you're happy with that custom aesthetic. So I'm at the end of the article, and what I want to create is a call to action which redirects people to the site. Again, all I have to do is hit the plus icon that appears in the spaces to create text or different media. There's 3 options that you can pick from: images that we've seen, GIFs, but this time I'm going to go for a video. Here, after you've found and searched for one that works for you, you can assign a duration to run over and transitions before adding it in. So once you've played around with the levels and make sure everything's synchronized, the export button is nice and obvious for you to hit when you're ready to export. And just like before, the video gets emailed to you once it's done. So let's finally jump into video transcript, and again select your aspect ratio and upload a video file not exceeding 1 hour and not exceeding 200 megabytes. Choose your transcription language and hit next. Just like Audio Wizard, you can preview or trim easily, but I'm going straight in and let Headliner work its magic again. So this video already has a pre-existing watermark, and as all I want are subtitles on this video, I'm just going to copy captions right off the bat, as this makes it really easy to edit. Now, because this video has a title in the way as well, I'm going to see how the subs look on the top of the video. So after double clicking on the text bar, I'm just dragging the text around to wherever I want it to appear. The job here is really just tidying up the transcription, just like we saw in Audio Wizard, adjusting sentence lengths and bringing excess text over to the next phase, and using Grammarly as a proofreading tool. Keep previewing, as you need to pay particular attention to syncing the audio up to the words, making sure they all fall in line. So chop and change until you're happy, and that's all there really is to it. Once more, when you are finished, just hit the export button and you'll be receiving it in your email inbox. This tool has so much room to be played around with, so I'd love to hear your hacks and examples of how you are using this great tool in your newsroom. Be sure to send those over to us at Journalism News. Thanks for checking out this explainer, and happy editing.